Arsenal's 5th game of the season. They travelled to Manchester to play the champions Manchester City at their home ground, where they've been very good in the past season and a bit, winning 29 of the past 31 games and being undefeated in the 31 games. But we came away with it with a draw, a very well-earned draw. Probably a bit of an injustice with how we played. We probably deserved to win, but I would take a draw any day of the week, especially against a team like Manchester City, away from home. That's the key there. Still undefeated. Defence was very good. Only conceded a goal because of another mistake. Zonal marking. It seemed to have blocked Minoni from even getting to the ball, when you'd think that the zonal marking might block the Man City defenders from actually getting a chance at headering the ball. But no, we blocked Minoni, gave him all the space to the goals, and all Lescott had to do was just header it in with a bit of pace, and it was a goal. 1-0 in the 40th minute. But we dominated the first 30 minutes, I thought. Our passing was outstanding, keeping the ball off Man City. One-touch football, creating chances. Gervinho had the best chance of the first half with a beautiful Ramsey through ball. Though his first touch was probably one of the worst first touches I've seen in a very long time. It was a simple chance, really. He just needed to run onto it, and in the form he was currently in, you figured, yeah, easy chance goal, or even on target. It didn't even get a chance, because by the time he touched it, it was 5 metres in front of him and Hart had it. So that was really shocking. Podolski had another good chance where Jenkinson cut in on the right, beat Company I think it was, and then cut it in lower into the box, and on his right foot, I guess, on the edge of the box, you don't really expect him to score, but it was a good chance nonetheless. Gibbs was great on the left, creating a few chances. He looked like he was offside at one point when he got the ball, and I think he thought he was, and he just crossed it across goal, and no one was there. Where I think if he had his time again, he might have taken a shot, because he was in a lot of space and onside. Which is weird for a left back, because there's not a lot of left backs in the league that would attack as he does, which makes him a lot more dangerous and makes the right winger of the opposition a lot more accountable. They can't run off him, because if he runs forward, he can cause some damage. The downside to the first half was an unnecessary corner that led to the goal. No one talked to Gibbs, he kicked it out, they crossed it in. Like I said, the zonal marking, Lescott headers it in, 40th minute, they go a goal up. And then for the next 5 minutes after that, in the first half, we struggled. Man City looked like they were going to push to get a second goal before half-time so they could, take the foot off the gas. That wasn't the case. We held up. We did very well in the second half. Mertesacker, his blocking was outstanding. Every time they'd cut through the midfield, it was always just, 4 defenders onto a couple of their attackers, and midfield was running at us. Mertesacker was always running backwards, facing the guy with the ball, while guarding the space behind him where Aguero was, and every time they'd try to do a through ball to Aguero, his 6'6", size just got in the way, and he just killed that ball, which was very good, especially when I was worried going into the game that Aguero's speed and, even Dzeko, he's pretty quick for his size, was going to cause a lot of problems, but that wasn't the case. They never really got past Mertesacker, never really got one-on-one with him, and that was a real positive for us. We stuck as a team, and everyone from the midfield ran back and guarded the space as well. As Gervinho, what is wrong with this guy? He teases us, he shows us all this good form, and then he does that. I mean, he got into some good positions, but that's like 3 weeks ago. He would get into good positions and never do anything with the ball. And that's what he did. And I don't get why he runs up to the defenders, and that's when he stops, and he kind of like tries to dance around them every time. Why doesn't he just run through them, use his speed? He uses his speed to get to them, near the corner flags, and then he just kind of dances with the ball, and that's it, and then he gets it taken off him. Why doesn't he just keep running? Make them make the mistake. If you get into the box at least, you know that they've got to make a really good tackle to get rid of the ball, because if they don't, you'll get a penalty. And I don't know why he just tries to dance, because it's not going to work. That's why playing through the centre might be a bit better. He didn't really do that as much as he did in the other games. He was more on the wings this time, which caused him to get corralled into the corners, like I said a few weeks ago. Playing through the centre, at least he can just run in straight lines. He doesn't have to try and use those tricks or try to do them to get around the defenders, because it didn't work. We didn't start with Giroud again. We had Podolski basically as the main striker, rotating with Gervinho, Ramsey on, so we had Cazorla, Diaby, Arteta and Ramsey in the midfield, which was good, added a bit more depth to match the Man City midfield, because we know how good they are. But I thought we bossed in the midfield. Cazorla with his vision again, possibly best on again, I don't know. We'll see at the end of the video what I think. But then when Giroud came on, we took a bit of time to get used to him. We need to cross him more when he's there. He's 6'4", he's a very good header of the ball, and he can control it in his chest and possibly bring it down to the foot and smash it in for a goal. We need to do that a bit more. We played to his feet a lot, but I think we need to get used to crossing it a bit more. We're not really used to crossing. We're used to passing and playing the beautiful game, but when Giroud's there, he doesn't seem like a player that's suited to the beautiful game. Even though he's had a few good first touches here and there, I think in the areas where he's best at. And we saw that, kicking it long from defence and him just controlling it on his chest and bringing the other players into the game. And that's when Koscielny scored, when he came on in the 81st minute, equalising, 1-1, chance to win it. Gervinho shot on the box in the 90th minute, that would have won us the game. He shanked it completely, didn't even hit it on target. On the edge of the box with no one in front of him. You would have thought, Gervinho, just get it on target at least, possibly get us a corner and another chance to win the game. Didn't happen. I'll give you the stats for the game, guys. Okay, Man City, shots on target, 10, Arsenal 4, shots off target, 4-6, fouls 10-7, yellow cards 1-0, red cards obviously none, corners 9-4 Man City's way, offside 0-1 our way, possession 44% Man City, 56% Arsenal, which is expected with how we were passing. But overall was a really good point, important point. We didn't lose, we're still undefeated, our defence was great, we only conceded from a mistake again, passing was brilliant, we played as if we know now that we can compete with the best, which is really important. You've got to have the skills, but you've also got to have the confidence in yourself to deliver, and that's what we did. Valuable point, a point we would have dropped last year that we did drop. Now we go back to the Emirates, our home ground, beautiful 60,000 fans, Chelsea coming down, let's give them a hard time. Hopefully we beat them. I think we will with the way we played. Maybe just a bit more polish up front. I'm not sure if you start Gervinho or maybe just even Chamberlain, which I was surprised with. Why didn't he play? Someone tell me, why didn't he play? Because I would have thought in the last 5-10 minutes, with his pace and Clichy not in great form, putting him on the right to face left back Clichy could have caused them a lot of problems. Yeah, overall very good game. My man of the match, Mertesacker. My highlight of the match, the goal, Koscielny's goal. I don't know when the last time he would have scored, maybe against AC Milan, maybe in the Champions League. He scored the first goal, I think it was the header. But tell me if I'm wrong, comment below. So yeah, that's my video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like the video below, subscribe to my channel. I put out Arsenal match reviews weekly, or whenever they play, I'll put them out so you can be the first to know. I've got a new kind of channel look, so check that out on my main page. Tell me if you like it. Did it yesterday on Photoshop, you know, a couple of hours on there. I think it's pretty good. Got the links to my Facebook, Twitter, and my official Jake's Opinion page, so check them out for me. That'd be really nice. Comment below, tell me who your man of the match was and what your highlight of the match was. That's it from me. I'm Jake. Hope you enjoyed the video and have a good week.